Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're doing well. Fragrances that are so good you would wear them everywhere you go. Yes, boy. Do people still talk about that? I don't think they do. It was everywhere, and now it's nowhere. That fragrance ain't it. This one is. Amouage Reflection Man. Yeah, this little hype beast right here. Stood the test of time. Withstood the test of time. Withstanding. This is one of those fragrances where if you go a long time without smelling it, you go back to it, it just kind of whispers in your ear. Weird. That's not weird. That's normal.
That's weird, man.
It's sort of like taking Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male, the original, and just improving everything. Making it higher quality, smoother, and definitely richer smelling and more expensive. It's also way more expensive, yeah. But if you can get past that price point, man, Reflection is that type of fragrance that you're gonna wanna wear every single freaking day, which is why it's one of the most hyped niche fragrances that has ever existed in the existence of ever.
What the hell is even that?
In terms of the note breakdown, we're talking about a lot of different floral notes. Yeah, it's got jasmine, neroli, iris, ylang-ylang. Also has a nice bit of woodiness in there, petitgrain off the top as well. And don't worry about the florals, because it doesn't smell like a bouquet of flowers or anything. It just smells like a very rich, clean, lightly sweet, soapy scent that literally everybody loves. Well, actually not literally everybody, that's not possible that actually everyone would love it, but most people do. All right, so this video has started off terribly. We are off the rails. Let's rein it back in. This next fragrance I'm gonna share with you, a lot of people are gonna do the old eye roll. They're gonna hit you with the because it's really well known, it's popular, but it gets hated on. A lot of people out there will act like they're too good for this fragrance and just be like, that's for the peasants. Peasants, how dare you smell nice. Jump into a volcano, I command you. My taste is far superior.
Kneel, peasants, kneel!
It's Dylan Blue, Versace. Yeah, Dylan Blue is one of those scents that, you know, it just never gets respect. It's basically odd man out when you come to talking about the big blue fragrances out there, you know, YSLY, Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, we all know the drill. And it's a weird thing because you have a fragrance like Missoni Wave, which is really, really solid. But that one smells similar to Versace Pour Homme, smells similar to Chanel Eau L'Arôme Sport. And everybody goes, Missoni Wave. Right this way, come right in. It's a good guy right here. This guy, he's the man. I love this dude. And then Dylan Blue pops up. You know, some people compare it to the smell of Bleu de Chanel a little bit. And all of a sudden everybody's like, whoa! Kill that man. Stomp him out right in front of me. I need to see it.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
What did it do to you? I don't know, but that's how people act with Dylan Blue. In actuality, this stuff, very affordable at discounters, you know, compared to full retail price, especially compared to most things nowadays, a full retail price. You can wear it whenever you want, year round. Daytime, nighttime, summer, winter, doesn't really matter. It's fresh, it's appealing off the top, has that nice little citrusy pop that grabs attention right away. As it dries down, you get a little incense in there, gives it an extra little bit of depth, a little extra push for when it's cold out. Presentation looks nice. It doesn't look cheap. It looks decently high-end as far as designer fragrances go, so it's gonna look good in your collection, on your dresser, wherever you have your fragrances. And this stuff just works. At the end of the day, sometimes that's all you need, something that simple. Does it work? If the answer is yes, I'll take it. So yeah, Dylan Blue, a lot of people will, you know, throw tomatoes at it. No tomatoes here. Dylan Blue is good. The next fragrance is right there. La-di-da. Still such a confusing name and bottle and everything, but it gives me inspiration. You know, if I ever do an inspired by fragrance or anything like that, I'll just name it Floop-de-Poop or something like that. You don't need a name, who cares? La-di-da. So this one comes to us from Arabiyat Prestige, a hybrid fragrance of sorts. Basically YSL Myself, mixed with a little bit of Stronger With You Intensely. So it's gonna lean in the opening more toward the Myself side of things, fresh, clean, zingy, all that. As it dries down, warms up, sweetens up a bit, so you get more of that Stronger With You coming out as it dries. And what that gives ya is a fragrance you can use literally anywhere. Kind of like these two, actually. You can also use those anywhere. Price-wise, you're looking at about 40 bucks for this one right here. So pretty affordable, and just a great scent that you definitely wanna make sure people know what it is. You know, I said with Dylan Blue, people see that on the counter and they go, ah, Versace, nice, it looks good. People see this on the counter, maybe you can't see the name, you know, maybe it's like this where the name is facing backwards, but they see that on the counter and they're like, now with this next one, we're gonna be real classy. Yeah, just as classy as Reflection, maybe even more so. And I know some of you guys out there, the epitome of class, right? Rocking the Peter Millar, wearing expensive watches, Tom Ford shades, the whole 9 yards. And you can tell, obviously, that I too am very classy. I have a fine collection of solid colored t-shirts. They're pretty comfortable. And when I'm feeling classy, bust this out. Voyage d'Hermès, the Parfum edition, which has a very strange bottle. Actually, it's kind of weird. Actually, you know, if the spinning mechanism, I guess, were cheaper to manufacture, I could see Middle Eastern House coming out with something like this, you know, spin the bottle around and all that. This rules. Now this is going to appeal more to guys, I'd say late 20s and up. It does not care about sweetness a whole heck of a lot at all. More fresh spiciness when you first spray it on. Cardamom, but not in a way that's like sticky sweet. It's more of green cardamom, very lively, energetic even, but really classy and sophisticated. You know, it's got a refinement to it. As it dries down, it gets a nice warmth to it as well. It has tea as a note, it has lemon, it has additional spicy notes on top of that cardamom. Good amount of woodiness as it dries down, and even a touch of rose as well. Now it's not super strong as far as the projection goes, and it does share some similarities with Declaration by Cartier, but between the two, this one is much smoother, more elegant. Look, to me, this stuff is fantastic. It's not gonna be, you know, like this one, having that myself vibe where everybody and their mother is going to immediately smell it and be like, oh man, what is that, dog? Instead, this is for when you want to feel elevated. It's good. Biased choice alert, French Quarter by Michael Ja Rule. This is a fragrance that I creatively directed, released underneath the brand, came out at the same time as Arashi Reef, the other one that I creatively directed. So you can find this one in every single Perfumania in the country, assuming that they're not sold out. You can also find it online at Michael Malul's website, which is linked in the description. There's also a code for this one and a whole bunch of other codes as well. Those are gonna be for Fragflex, JOMASHOP, Fragrance Lord, Perfume Box, and many other stores. So you can copy and paste those codes from the description anytime you shop at any of those places to save yourself a little extra money. It's whether you're looking for this, or this. One of those stores will have it, and those codes will get it to you for less. Or actually, it doesn't have to be these, it could be whatever, man. So, French Quarter. This one is going to be like a fall wintertime fragrance. It does have a good amount of spiciness, of sweetness in there. It's built around a Sazerac Accord, so it has a good amount of bouginess in there. I would say if you like fragrances like Invictus, Victory, Elixir, stuff kind of like that, this is in that overall wheelhouse. That sort of effervescent, sparkling sweetness that just really grabs attention, that's what this one has. Again, it has a good amount of bouginess in there as well. It has bitter orange, it has sugar cube. Said that weird, sugar cube. Also crisp apple, not just apple, the apple's crisp, and cinnamon as well when you first spray it on. Super sexy, women love this stuff. Fall and winter time, you cannot go wrong. Honestly, you can wear it during the summer too. In the evening, as long as you don't go crazy with the trigger. Let's switch it up. Tam Dao right here. This is Diptyque. This is the Eau de Toilette. It is not crazy strong, so keep that in mind. You can get the EDP, you know, pump up that performance a little bit. But this is one of the more well-known sandalwood scents that has ever been made. Very woodsy. You have a good amount of cypress in there as well. So you have to enjoy that type of scent profile because you're not gonna have a whole mess load of, you know, fruit or vanilla or amberwood or anything like that in here. Instead, you have a bit of spice, you have amber, you have sandalwood, you have the cypress I talked about, you have rosewood, you also have cedar and myrtle, not Myrtle Beach. That's a different thing. Chili pineapple up next by Montagne, also known as Montagne. Montagne. Has some notes on the front here. Orange, pineapple, birch, and amber. Let's put on our thinking caps and think about what this could be. It is a hybrid, so just like La Di Da over here, basically taking couple different fragrances and smushing them together. Okay, so it's Pacific Chill, so that's where the chili comes in, and then Invictus Cologne, that's where the pineapple comes in. Now when you first spray this on, you're gonna get hit with that Pacific Chill-esque sort of fruit cocktail explosion with that green, minty sort of kick to it. And then as it dries, as it settles, it starts to lean in further toward the Invictus side of things, Invictus Cologne. Now, of course, because of that lean, it's going to be more of a spring, summertime type of fragrance, daytime type of fragrance, not really a heavy, sexy date night kind of thing. But for a day-to-day freshie, it stands out really, really nicely, and the quality very high as you would expect from Montagne. Most of their stuff is really good. Rabanne Invictus Parfum. I'm standing in such a way that it feels like my ACL is about to tear. So Invictus Parfum, this is the evolution of Invictus. Actually, they did just come out with Invictus Elixir, so I guess maybe that would technically be, yeah. Invictus Parfum, basically you take that original Invictus DNA style, that fresh meets marine meets bubblegum sweetness, and you send it away to college.
You two are going to college.
You make it grow up a bit, you make it take a shower, because this has soapiness to it and it's very noticeable, but in a good way. You still have that freshness, you still have that sweetness, just tempered. Instead of a headache-inducing sugar cough syrup coma like the original one would sometimes put you in, this one keeps everything nicely balanced. The performance is good, the wearability is fantastic. I was a certified hater of Invictus. I even had a card and everything, man. They don't actually make those, but if they did, I would have had one. And then as time went on, it was like Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Invictus Parfum. It's good. That didn't really make a lot of sense, but I'm just, okay. So that's 8 fragrances. That's good. How about we hit 2 at once right here? Icarus and also Coral Fantasy. Why at once? I don't know, but what's done is done. So Icarus right here, this is by Elixir. Really nice looking presentations, the pressurized atomizer, the whole deal, about 45 bucks at JOMASHOP, assuming they're in stock. Don't pay more than that. I've seen them go for goofy prices, or maybe not go for, but people list them for goofy prices at other places. Don't get taken advantage of, you gotta say no. And if they keep trying to take advantage of you, you scream. You let someone else know. You make sure you don't get taken advantage of. I don't wanna see it. Don't be paying these crazy prices. And it goes for any fragrance. Any fragrance. Don't do it.
Use your common sense.
Doesn't matter if it's getting hyped. If it's getting hyped, forget that hype. Just wait. Get it later. Practice patience. That's a good thing. Back to Icarus. This is Blue Talisman. That's what it smells similar to. And it absolutely rips. It has more of a smoothness compared to a lot of the other fragrances that are inspired by Blue Talisman. Not that those smell bad either. There are a bunch of them out there. Most of them are pretty good, but most of them have this sort of fizz to them, and sometimes it's really nice. Like I was saying over here, like you can get this effervescent kind of fizziness, but sometimes it feels a little rougher. This one is quite smooth, like really, really nicely done. The pear comes across cleanly. You also have a little citrus in there, orange blossom, musk as it dries down, just a fantastic year-round scent, especially because of the performance. You can wear that when it's cold out. Now, Coral Fantasy is a completely different kind of thing. It really has nothing to do with that. So with this one, we're talking red apple. Off the top, smells amazing. As it dries down, you get tobacco that comes out. Whew. Yeah, the opening rules. Great sweetness here. It has enough freshness that even though it is quite sweet, it's still wearable when it's warm outside. Classic combo of lavender and geranium in the mid. Those two notes used together like literally all the time. But the reason they are used is because it works well. It's like your classic, clean, gentlemanly, modern kind of vibe. And then the tobacco and the dry down, just very easy wearing, not harsh, not smoky. And I'm gonna finish. Wait, what? Well, I got 2 more fragrances to go. So the next one, You or Someone Like You. Yes, you or someone. Now this is a personal favorite of mine because of one thing: mint. It has a boatload of mint. There's also citrus in here, green notes, and floral notes as well, but really, it's about that mint. If you do not like mint, you are gonna hate this stuff, so just don't even worry about it. It's not that it's nuts, insane levels of strong in terms of just the projection itself, but the way the mint hits is very much like you took mint leaves and kind of muddled it in your hand and took a whiff. It's pretty close to that. Also a little bit similar to Torino 21. again, because of the mint. I would say between the two though, Torino 21, probably a little more day-to-day wearable for most people. This one is gonna be a little bit more interesting. It's the type of scent that I would rock with, you know, all through spring. Into the early part of summer as well. I think it smells amazing. And we're gonna finish things off with Forever Wanted Elixir. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Does have the built-in trashamizer, so ooh, love that. Thing sucks. The atomizer. This stuff continues to grow on me. I continue to like it more today than when it first came out. Raspberry and suede leather are gonna be the main things here. That raspberry off the top is just bewitching. Nobody talks like that. Oh, what a bewitching fragrance you have on. Did you get her number? Yes, no, oh no. Don't talk like that. I think for some people, they were a little bit up in the air on this one when it first came out because it is a big departure from the Most Wanted. It's not quite as sweet. You know, that leather that comes out is very different compared to the more gourmand kind of style of those ones. But I do think as far as designer, leather forward fragrances that are still attention grabbing, that still have good versatility, this is one of the best ones out there. Absolutely killer stuff. I will wear that all fall and winter long, no problem. And there we go. There are the fragrances. They're so good. You're gonna wanna wear those just all the time. Or maybe it's just my own personal list of things that I want to wear pretty frequently. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. Let me know in the comments kind of your go-to stuff. Like what fragrance do you have that when you spray that bad boy on, you're like, it doesn't matter when it is, I'm gonna wear this. They can deal with it. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.